Now today what is our topic? Our topic is the static keyword. Static, how many types of statics are there? First one is the static block, then static variable, static method and static classes. So today I will discuss the static block, static variable and static method. Static classes I will discuss afterwards. So first you see what is the static block and static variable and static method. So how you can implement it? Maybe I have one class. That one is maybe class static. I declared one class. That one is a class static one. Clear? So within this class I have a non-static variable. That one is the integer x. One more variable is there. That one is the static variable. This one I can declare like this, static int s. So this one is the static variable. Clear? And this one is the non-static variable. Non-static variable is also known as the instance variable. Also known as the instance variable. And the static variable is known as the class variable also. Why it is class variable and why the normal variable is the instance variable, I will discuss afterwards. Okay, now this one is how you declare the static variable. Now one more part, that one is the static block. Static, this is a small letter s, huh? Static. Then this one is a static block. Yeah, so here I print SOPLN that I am static block. I am static block. Okay. If you want to print the variable, which variable you can print? Only the static variable, because static method or static block can access only the static variable, not static. Non-static you can't access within the static block. So here you can print only the SOPLN s equal to plus s. Clear? If you want to print SOPLN x equal to plus x, it will give error. This part will give error. Why? This one is error. Why? Because x is a non-static member. Non-static member you can't access within the static block. Clear? So this part will give the error. Now I declare one non-static function. Maybe void display. This one is the non-static member, non-static method. If you want to print here SOPLN x equal to plus x, possible. If you want to print SOPLN s equal to plus s, this one is also possible. So normal method, that is a non-static method, can access both static and non-static. Both variable you can access within the non-static method. Maybe I have one more method, that one is a static, maybe void display. Clear? This one is a non-static method. If here you can print only the static method, static variable. Here you can only access the static variable. If you want to print here SOPLN x equal to plus x, same thing. This one also will give error. Why? Because x is a non-static variable, non-static member. So this one is also error. Why? Static method can access only the static member. Only the static member you can access, but non-static member if you want to access, then it throw error. Okay, over. Now I will access this all part, the static method, static block, variable, static block, static method and non-static method. How you can access from the main method. That one is a public static void main string args. All of you know this syntax, string args. Now this one is a normal method and this x is a normal variable, so they are the instance variable. Why this one is the instance variable? Because when you call these two non-static member, you should create one object. So first we have to create, what is my class? That one is a static one. So here you have to declare the object static one s1 equal to new static one. So first you create your object, then you can call the non-static member. That one is s1.disp. You can call this one. Is possible. Why? Because this one is a non-static member. Okay. Now if you want to assign, initialize some value x equal to maybe 100. So this x is a non-static member, so you should call with the help of the object. Now if you want to assign some value within the static member, then s equal to 1000 is possible, because s is a static method. So static member you can access within the static method, because main is also a static method, and this s is a static method, so no need to put the object. Why? Static member is the class member. So this one is a common space. It occupied the common spaces. So s is a class member. So no need to put the instance, because this one is not the instance variable. So here if you declare one more object s2, so s2 dot x, because x is also a variable for the s2 object, but the s, which one is a static variable, that one is the class variable. It is not for the instance. Clear? So you should declare, you should call this static member without the help of the object within the same class, because this main function also within my class, within the static one class. So here you can call this variable directly. Clear? Now if you want to call, this one is a display method. Why? Display method is also a static method, so you can call this method directly. You can call this method, sorry, this one display. You can call this display method directly, no need to use the object. Why? Because this one is a class method. So no need to use the object, directly you can call this. Okay, so now what will be the output? Here you see this static block execute when my class loaded. So when you execute this program, first your output will be I am a static block. Static block, no need to call by any object, by any method, nothing. When your class loads, automatically this static block will execute. So what will be my output? First output will be I am static block. So next part also, within the static block I have one more statement, that is s equal to the value of the s. It will be 0. Why? Because the static variable, that this one is also a member variable of the class, so this one default value is the 0. Okay, now static block over. Next, what is the part? When the main loads, it creates one object s1. Now s1.disp. So disp is a non-static method, so that's why we should call with the help of the object. Now disp method execute. So what will be the output? X equal to plus x. Here also is not initialized any value, so default value 0 will be printed, and s also 0 will be printed. Okay, next part, what we did? So s1.x equal to 100. Now I initialize the value within the x, which one is a non-static member, so we should call with the help of the s1 object. And s is a static method, so no need to call the object, as it is a class variable, so directly you can use it, s equal to 1000. Now I call the display function. Now here you see display is also a static method, so you should directly you can call it. Now sopln s equal to s. So what will be the value of the s? S will be the 1000. Why is the 1000? Sorry, 1000. Why? Because I already assigned the value within the s. What is so s? So maybe this one is the memory location. So s1 is the object. Here you see s1 is the object. It occupies some spaces within the memory. So within the s1, what we have? we have one x variable, one display method and disp. So x also occupied some spaces, and s is the common space. This is the s. This what is the s? S is my static variable. If you declare here one more object, maybe s2 equal to new static one, so this s2 also occupy one spaces, this s2. For this s2 we have also one more variable, that one is a x, because x is a non-static method. That one is the instance method. So each and every instance, how many object you have, for each and every object it has one non-static variable. But in case of s, this one is a common space. S1 also can use the s, s2 also can use the s. That one is a class variable. As it is a class variable, this is not the instance variable or object, so directly s1 can also the s and s2 is also the x. If s1 is updated, maybe this one is the 1000, so s1 when you print s1, within the s1 if you want to print, that one is a 1000, so s2 ke liye bhi this one is also the 1000. Clear? Why this one is also the class variable? So static variable and static block and static method. Static method can access only static variable. This one is a very important point. Static method can access only static variable, and non-static method can access static and non-static both, and static block will be execute when the class loads automatically. When the class loads, the static block execute automatically. Clear? And that instance variable and non-static method you should call with the help of the object, and static method and static variable you can call directly within the same class. But maybe you close your class here. Clear? This public static void main may be outside one more class. I close that class declaration. Now I declare one more class where I declared my main function, public static void main string args. Okay, now here I create one object, that is static 1, maybe ss1 equal to new static 1. Clear? So this one is the object outside my class. I close this main function. This main function is not here. I close the class. Now here I within one more class, another class, within another class I declare my main function. Now if I want to call the non-static method, that one is a disp. So ss1.disp, this one is a very common, already you are familiar with this, because disp is the non-static method, so you should call with the help of the object. Now you have to call this static method outside the class. How you can call? So that time you should call with the help of the class name. Why? Because this one is a class method. So what is our class? That one is a static1.display. As display is a class method, so you should call with the help of the class name, not with the help of the object. If you want to call this one ss1.x equal to 100, this one is possible. Why? X is a non-static method, non-static member variable. If you want to use this s, so how you should call? With the help of the class name, static1.s equal to maybe 1000. Clear? So outside the class, if your main function is another class, so you should call your static method or static member with the help of your class name. And if it is a non-static method or non-static member, you should call with the help of the object. Clear? So why the normal variable is known as the instance variable, and the static variable or static method is known as the class variable or class method. Why? I hope these all are clear. If you have any doubt, please you put a comment within the comment box. I will clear your doubts. Okay. Thank you.